Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a magical forest unlike any other. This forest was filled with towering trees that sparkled in the sunlight, flowers that sang soft lullabies, and streams that whispered secrets to anyone who would listen. But what made this forest truly special were its inhabitants, the talking animals. Every creature, big and small, had a voice, and they lived together in harmony, sharing stories and adventures every day. In this magical forest, there lived a curious little rabbit named Ruby. Ruby had big, bright eyes and a fluffy white tail that twitched with excitement whenever she was on the trail of a new mystery. One day, as she was hopping along her favorite path, she noticed something unusual, a trail of golden acorns leading deeper into the forest. Ruby's curiosity got the best of her, and she decided to follow the trail to see where it would lead. As Ruby followed the golden acorns, she came across an ancient oak tree, its branches twisting and turning high into the sky. Perched on one of the branches was the wise old owl, Oliver, with his large, round eyes and feathers as white as snow. Oliver was known as the keeper of knowledge in the forest. Ruby looked up and called out,
"Hello, Oliver. Do you know where these golden acorns lead?"
Oliver smiled kindly at Ruby and said,
"Ah, the golden acorns. They lead to a very special place, young one. A place where the oldest and most magical tree in the forest stands. It's said that this tree can grant wishes to those with pure hearts. But beware, the journey is not without its challenges. You must be brave, clever, and kind."
Ruby's eyes sparkled with excitement. A wishing tree! She knew she had to find it, and with a nod of determination, she set off on her adventure. As Ruby continued her journey, she encountered two more of the forest's inhabitants, a sly but friendly fox named Felix, and a mischievous crow named Corvus. Felix greeted Ruby warmly.
"Where are you off to in such a hurry, little one?"
Corvus, perched on a nearby branch, cawed playfully.
"Careful, Ruby. The path ahead is full of surprises."
Ruby explained her quest to find the magical tree, and Felix offered to guide her, while Corvus decided to follow along, eager to see what trouble he could stir up. The trio soon arrived at a wide, shimmering river that blocked their path. The water sparkled under the sun, but it was moving swiftly, and there was no bridge in sight. Ruby hesitated, unsure of how to cross. Felix, always quick on his feet, suggested they build a raft, while Corvus, being cheeky, offered to fly across and find help. With teamwork and a little bit of magic, they managed to build a sturdy raft from fallen branches and leaves. Together, they set sail across the river of challenges, navigating the swift current with bravery and skill. Just as they reached the other side of the river, the trio found themselves face to face with a giant bear named Brutus. He was the guardian of the forest and the only one who knew the exact location of the magical tree. Brutus was intimidating, with his large size and deep voice, but Ruby bravely stepped forward and explained their quest. To their surprise, Brutus was not only wise, but also kind-hearted. Impressed by Ruby's courage and determination, he agreed to lead them to the magical tree, but only if they could solve his riddle. Brutus's riddle was tricky.
"I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?"
Ruby thought hard, her little nose twitching as she pondered the answer. Felix and Corvus were stumped, but Ruby suddenly smiled.
"An echo!"
She exclaimed. Brutus smiled, pleased with her answer.
"Well done, little one,"
he said.
"You have proven your wisdom. Follow me, and I will take you to the magical tree."
After a short walk through the thickest part of the forest, they finally reached the magical tree. It was the oldest and most magnificent tree Ruby had ever seen. Its bark shimmered with golden hues, and its branches stretched out like welcoming arms, with leaves that sparkled like stars. Ruby stepped forward, her heart pounding with excitement.
I wish for all the creatures of the forest to always live in peace and harmony.
She whispered. The tree glowed brighter, and a soft, warm breeze swept through the forest, carrying Ruby's wish far and wide. As the sun began to set, Ruby, Felix, and Corvus made their way back home, feeling proud of their adventure. The forest was now even more magical than before, with a sense of peace and joy in the air. The animals of the forest gathered to greet them, celebrating the success of their journey. And so, Ruby returned to her cozy little burrow, knowing that the forest would always be a place of wonder and magic, where dreams could come true and friends were always nearby.